morning everyone, my name is Natalie and welcome back to Luma. Today we are going to be practicing a gentle morning stretch to wake our bodies up after a beautiful night's sleep. So we're going to start by laying on our back, but all you'll need for this practice is your mat. And if you need a block for extra assistance, you can use that too. But it's pretty easy and gentle, so you should be good to go. So let's start by laying on our backs, stretching our feet out on either side of us, taking our hands out onto the sides and just moving your shoulders away from the ears. You can close your eyes as we take a couple of deep breaths in through our nose and out through our nose. Feeling the belly rise as you inhale. And just letting it go with a soft exhalation. And final deep breath before we begin our practice. And exhaling. Opening up the eyes, we're going to bring our knees to our chest. And we're just going to rock from side to side for a few seconds. Just releasing into our back. And then keeping your right knee, you're going to extend your left leg, hovering above the ground. Bringing the knee into your armpit. We're going to switch onto the other side. Feeling a beautiful stretch. And today's magic number is 3. So we're going to be doing most of our asanas 3 times on either side. So that's number 2. And final one. Flexing out those toes, bringing the knee into the chest. And letting it go. Bringing both knees back up to the chest. Stretching our arms out on either side of us. We're going to move our legs slowly towards our elbows. So we're going to start off on the right hand side, moving our knees over to the right, while we look over to the left. Then we move over to the other side. So moving your knees over to the left and looking over to your right shoulder. Inhaling as you bring your legs back up. And then exhaling as you drop them back down. Bring them back up. Looking over to your right shoulder. And remembering to breathe through our entire practice. Feeling a beautiful stretch. And final one on the left hand side. Bringing our knees back up to our chest, just giving them another tight squeeze. And then we're going to make our way up into seated position. So whichever way feels more comfortable for you. You can either rock forward or you can slowly come up from your side. And we're going to sit in a nice seated position for our next one. We're going to move our hands out onto either side, taking your shoulders, rolling them up to your ears and pulling them back down. Taking our right hand up, stretching into the side body, keeping your seat bones down on the floor, and just feeling the beautiful stretch on either side. Looking up to the sky. And down. What we're going to do now is we're going to get into a tabletop position. So on all fours, we're going to make sure our hands are nice and flat and planted firmly, feeling the support of the earth below us. And we're going to do a couple of cat cows. So we're going to round our backs, looking towards our navel, and then dropping our belly down to the ground. That's one. Separating your shoulder blades when you're in this position, taking them away from each other, and then looking up to the sky. And for your final one, make this your strongest. Feel that stretch. And down. Now we're going to tuck our toes underneath, so just tucking our toes, and then coming into a downward dog. When you're in your downward dog, just bending your knees slightly from side to side. Walking it out a little bit. And then coming onto both toes. And trying to get those heels down to the mat, if they make it down there. Now once we're in our downward dog, we're going to take our right leg, raise it up to the sky, the three-legged dog. Holding it there for a little bit. Now slowly, and with control, we're going to take our leg, bringing it back down in between our hands for pigeon. Keeping our ears and shoulders apart, feeling that beautiful stretch. We're going to get back, tucking your toes back underneath your left toe. We're going to go back into our downward dog. Walking it out some more. Lifting your left leg up to the sky. Holding it there for a second. And then slowly, with control, bringing it in between our hands. Stretching our right leg behind us. And if this feels a little bit easy, you can go a little bit further into posture. Just stretching out, making your way down. And then tucking our right toes underneath, coming back into a downward dog. Now if you're just beginning your practice, downward dog does feel a little bit intense, but this is usually a resting pose, believe it or not. So let's take a moment just to rest in our downward dog, strengthening our arms, feeling our hands and our feet into the ground. Taking your shoulders away from your ears and your hips up to the sky. Okay, now we're going to slowly walk our feet and hands together, and you can keep your knees bent a little bit for this. Now once they're together, we're going to check that they're still hip distance apart, and you can put your two fists between them to make sure that they are hip distance apart. And we're just going to hold our elbows, and we're going to go from side to side, just swing. Taking our palms back down to the ground or to your shins, whichever feels more comfortable for you. Straightening out those legs. And then just walking it out for a little bit. And we're slowly going to move into our low lunge. So keeping our hands down, we're going to take our right leg back. Just stretching out that leg. Bringing our left foot to meet our right into plank. And then taking your right leg in between your hands to stretch out the left. Slowly bringing your left leg up to meet your right leg, back into a forward fold. And then slowly rolling your back up with intention and control, vertebra by vertebra, bringing your head up last. Taking your shoulders up into your ears, moving them down, standing in mountain pose. From mountain, we're going to take our right leg, move it towards the back of the mat. And we're going to go into a warrior two. Slowly we're going to go up and then back down. Making sure your arms are parallel to the floor. Trying to get down into a 90-degree angle if you can. We're going to slowly go up one more time. And back down. Straightening out your left leg, we are going to go into our triangle pose. So taking our hands down to our left hand side, reaching the right hand up to the sky, and the left hand down to the floor. And if you need to use a block here just to help yourself, you're welcome to. Looking up as well. We're going to come back up. Bringing our left foot in, taking our right foot out. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So going down into our warrior two. Gazing just past our fingertips. And up. Going back down, feeling strong, and back up, and final time down, straightening out our right leg, moving into triangle. Taking a deep breath, remembering to breathe, and coming up. Bringing our right toes in, hands on the hips. And you can shorten your stance and make it a little bit wider if you need to. We're going to go down into a forward fold from here. Taking our hands down to the ground. And then if you can go a little bit lower, or if you wish to go a little bit lower, you can. Ultimately, we want to get the crown of our head down to the ground. Lifting back up, hands back onto the hips, and straight back. Coming back. From here, we're going to bring our hands back out, and we're going to move our hands and our legs at the same time. All the way up. Bringing our hands down into our heart center, and just letting the heart rate come down a little bit. Closing your eyes. Feet together. Breathing in. Exhaling. And setting your intention for the day. So, whether it is for more health or productivity, focusing on our self-development, being grateful, living in gratitude, Just want to thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me today. So much love coming your way. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on your mat today. I hope you felt your heart rate go up a little bit, you got a lovely stretch, and you focused a little bit on your strength too. If there's any other videos that you'd like to see or any ideas that you have, please leave them down in the comments below. Till next time, namaste.